Bizarre stories from the subscribers. Hello, Leo Augusto, how are you? My name is Melina. I'm 12 years old, but this story happened when I was about 8 or 9. Well, I was just being a normal girl. I loved Barbie, and I had several of those dolls in my room. My sister Melissa, who was about 9 at the time, also liked them and had a collection of them with me. There was one in particular, which was the rocker Barbie. That's right, it made sounds when activated and came with a guitar and other accessories. She was a rock star, and it's about her that I'll tell this creepy story. I was with my sister Melissa one afternoon playing with several Barbies in our room while our grandmother was making some food in the kitchen downstairs. Until my sister said she was going to the bathroom and told me to wait so we could keep playing. She left, right? And after a few seconds, I looked at the Barbies and realized there was something wrong there. The rocker Barbie was gone. Maybe my sister took it with her, right? She left for the bathroom and I didn't notice. I went to the bedroom door and I swear, Leo Augusto, the doll was sitting outside in the hallway with no one there. I was shaking with fear and called Melissa, and she said she didn't do anything. It wasn't her who took it and left it there, right? How does a doll move about 4 meters away without anyone doing anything? Quickly, we went down the stairs we had just climbed and told everything to our grandmother, but she didn't believe us. She said it was just our imagination, that we probably put it there and didn't even notice. We tried to go back to playing, but we were so scared that we kept the rocker Barbie separate from the others. She stayed inside a chest in the corner of the room, just to be safe, right? During the night, while we were sleeping, I remember waking up to music playing. I told my sister it was rocker Barbie who was doing that, and when we turned on the bedroom lights, she was with the others putting on her show. That doll must have been controlled by something for all of that to happen. We didn't press any button for her to make that sound, and right in the middle of the night, in the silence, that happens. After that, we annoyed our mom so much that we managed to give it away. A wouldn't like that, so the only way was really to give it away. Hello, Leo Augusto, how are you? My name is Maria, and I am 12 years old. Today I'm gonna tell you my story, which happened a little while ago. It was a Wednesday, and I was sleeping. Then my mom came to wake me up to go to school, right? So far, everything was okay. After all the classes, it was time to go home, and I waited for my mom to come pick me up. When I got home, I put my backpack in the closet and changed my clothes. After lunch, my mom went to work, and my brother went to school. So I was home alone and decided to take an early shower to finish my chores and relax. I got out of the shower and put on my clothes. When I opened my bedroom door, I heard a noise like someone jingling keys. The sound was coming from the back door. I got a little scared and decided to speak up. If there's someone there, jingle the keys, and I heard the sound of keys jingling again. I repeated the same phrase. If there's someone there, jingle the keys again, and again I heard the sound. Well, it's a fact that someone is answering me with some keys in their hand, coming in through the back, but who could it be? The feeling I had was like there was some danger hanging in the air. If it were a member of this family, they would have come in through the front or answered as soon as I asked the question. Looking through the peephole, there was no one outside. I got really scared and hung my towel in the bathroom for the same reason, not to leave the house, right? I shut the curtains and waited for my dad. There were only about 20 minutes left for him to come home. I told him what had happened and he thought it was suspicious. He took a look at the back of the house and didn't see anything unusual. He gave me a dog to keep me company and also to protect the house from anything. After that day, I never heard that noise again, and to this day I still wonder what happened that afternoon. Guys, I released another comic in the cartoon store. Cat vs. Siren is a story that takes place in a land destroyed by these bizarre creatures and shows the battle between these two titans. Who will be the winner of this battle is the big question we all want to know. I'm Joselina, and until recently, sleeping alone was a real challenge for me. Every night while I tried to fall asleep, I heard strange noises coming from my closet. That tormented me. I was sure there was some creature living in there, ready to attack me while I slept. Tired of seeing me scared, my parents decided to give me a pet mouse to keep me company. They believed that this way I wouldn't be alone anymore and could sleep peacefully. On the first night, with the mouse in the cage next to my bed, I heard the soft sound of him running on the wheel, and it calmed me down. For the first time in a long time, I fell asleep without fear, but the next morning when I woke up, my mouse was no longer in the cage. He had simply disappeared. My parents and I searched all over the house, but we didn't find any sign of him. The cage was closed, with no signs that it had been opened. I had a strange feeling in my chest, as if something bad had happened to him. One night, while I was trying to sleep, I started hearing the noises again. The closet opened slowly, and that made my heart race. I was petrified as I watched something moving inside. Could it be a little mouse? For a moment, I felt happy. If it had been hiding in there all this time, I slowly approached, and something fell to the floor. When I looked closer, I realized it was the skeleton of my little mouse. To this day, I don't know what happened to him. I keep wondering if something attacked him. There's no way an animal could turn into just a skeleton overnight, right? If it had been trapped for weeks, I would have noticed the putrid smell. The mystery remains, but one thing is certain. Since then, I sleep with the light on and keep the closet locked. I never want to witness anything as frightening as that night again. My parents said that those remains weren't from my little mouse, but from some other one that got in there years ago and died there. But that doesn't explain the cabinet opening by itself and that thing falling right in front of me.